1 to -3. Activity -7. Grade main block. English B1. Presented by Gina Vanessa Lavao Cardona. Carlos Garcia, tutor. Poem 4. What is on the news? Oh yes. Use the days that are to shoot at object people even existed in the present. Use the web to shoot that object people even existed in the past. Use vocabulary and idiomatic expression related to the news and to uneventful everyday activity. So reading out the topic. Peter and Gina are in their living room after dinner. Peter, what is on the news? Jana, nothing good. You can be sure. Peter, well, let's see what the bad news is. 10. Turn on the TV. Announcer. The police say the individual weighs up 5 feet 10 inches tall and wore a mask. There were reports he had some driven away in the Blue Mountain. In right home. In Rhineham, England, a bank robber was arrested after trying to escape on a bicycle. He was in the hurry. In Mouton, Kentucky, a 25-year-old woman was to strengthen her tummy muscles. She drank only fruit which and leaves used with two-cedar block on her tummy for 5 hours every day. I think she is on a cruise diet. And there is a man, Wellington, New Zealand, what is complaint 25 continuous dying at the top of a 14-foot pole. You mean saying one way of getting away from it all? On the water, tomorrow should be fine with about 17 degrees. Gina, which is on the TV. Gina, man, people should do a stupid thing to get into the Guinness Record Book. Peter, and to get their name in the news, too, apparently. What a load of nonsense. By the way, I got a letter from Aunt Agatha today and she said, Definition and short description. In informal language, words are used with a special or colloquial meaning. This is the case of some underlined words from the reading a book. For example, the word sketched in its broadest meaning means to crush on press something. Oranges are squeezed to make orange juice, but in the following sentence. 10 school children squeezed into a Renault 4. The word scheme means 10 children managed to get into a very small car. That's why they broke a world record and got into the Guinness Record Book. This happened because in the context, the word sketched is used colloquially and has a different meaning. Something similar happened with idiomatic expression. The word idiomatic expression does not take a literal or dictionary meaning. Their meaning comes from the situation or context they apply to. This is the cause expression like in the hurry, which is used to indicate that someone has a real urgency to do something. In the reading, the expression "he was in a hurry" meant that the robber did to have any urgency to get away from the bank. Thanks with he was riding a bike instead of going away in car or some fast vehicle. Practice with fine exercise. Practice 1. Match the expression for the reading with an expression with a similar colloquial meaning. On to some lighter news. Let's talk about less serious event. Her tummy muscle, the muscle on her stomach. What a lot of nonsense. These are some really idiotic things. She's on a cruise there. She wants to get dinner by compressing her stomach. By the way, now talking about other things. Page 3. Drag and drop the most appropriate item to the following news frame. Phyllis Stanley was making a phone call when some boss stole his bag. A Georgia woman hid up after trying to cross the Atlantic in the canoe. Mitchell was driving home when they realized the car was new his. At Sunbury, Florida, a man was arrested for fighting through his neighbor's room. Mary bought a pence skis for two fighting dollars and later found in the was worth $10,000. Frank needed medical attention, with his Venezuelan colleagues arrived early. Police were shocked when they stopped Jill. Her passenger was a boat constructor, Janet Smith, finally got a letter from her own after 16 years. Phrase 4. Chant the following sentence using the right is response. Use a capital letter to start your sentence. Model and increase in sales in happening this semester. There is an increase in sales this semester. 1. A child is the soccer field. There is a child is in the soccer field. 2. Many books are on the table. There is many books in the table. 3. A car is in the parking lot. There is a car in the parking lot. 4. Good programs is on TV tuning. There is a good program on TV tuning. 5. Many people are stood in the traffic this afternoon. There is many people stood in the traffic this afternoon. Many hurricanes affect Florida every summer. There are many hurricanes in Florida every summer. 7. An accident happened in the intra-coastal highway. There is an accident in the intra-coastal highway. 8. Nice problems exist with drugs and prostitution. There is many problems There is many problems with drugs and prostitution. Phrase 8. Match the equivalent phrase to the phonetic script. Thanks for your attention.